popular than those who are great.
Yo, you are now tuned in to Pokaface Radio, #facts. This is the show where you get honest opinion on today's hot topics, all the while hearing new hot music. You know what I'm saying? We got our usual suspects in the building today, and all I gotta say is y'all gonna respect my name today. You understand? Y'all gonna respect my name.
Respect
Angela Lee, Charlemagne, Envy over there.
Respect it. Respect it.
Yo, what you mean?
Y'all gonna respect my name.
Why you gonna come at the radio
Y'all
people
gonna
like
respect
that?
my name. That's all I gotta say.
Why you coming at the radio
Y'all
people like
understand?
that though?
Yo,
Welcome
it's
to the
P.O.P.
Breakfast Club.
It's P.O.P. in the building. You understand? So we got a really great show for y'all today. We got what's the word. We got what's popping in your city. We got what's pissing me off, and we got the hot topics with comedian Alex Babbitt.
What up? What up?
Back in the building. You understand what I'm saying? So first, we're gonna bring it into Brooklyn. You understand?
Yo, this shit is weird.
He is filming
Hello?
me. I'm filming him filming me. I'm gonna film
Yo,
him back.
Abillyon?
Yo,
Yo, what's good, fam?
what's going on, bro?
Yo, to all the listeners right now, we got live on the air straight from Brooklyn. We got Abillyon. How you feeling today, dog?
I'm feeling marvelous, bro.
Oh, that's what's up. Now, listen, just for some of the listeners who don't know, I'm going to kind of bring it and just talk a little bit about, you know, who you are, where you come from, and we're going to kind of bring it right into, you know, what's going on with you right now and forward. Anything that I say, you could even, I'm going to say, yo, is that what it is? You can tell me facts, and if it's not, you get me corrected, all right?
Alright.
All right, because we're going to have, I got a lot of people listening. They may not be familiar with the whole situation. So I just got to bring it back. A few years ago, you are one of the founding members of the GS9 crew, correct?
Right.
Absolutely. And now, so when you got started with that crew back in the days, you know, it was basically you and then Bobby SHMURDA came, right?
Yeah, fact. That's a fact.
Back in the days, that's a fact. All right. So now you being young in Brooklyn from the 90s, correct?
Correct.
All right. So for some of y'all who don't know, you know, for Brooklyn, out there you got the 90s, you got East New York, you got Brownsville, and everybody got their crews and all of that, and everybody know what time it is with Brooklyn. So you was out there doing your thing, right?
That's a fact.
All right. So you was one of the first dudes out in your crew to kind of get involved with the whole hip hop rap game.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, you had a couple people in the neighborhood doing it too.
Yeah, it was a couple people, but you was there kind of from the beginning as far as a writer and.
Not to slide off the question. Yeah, as far as my crew, yeah, that's a fact.
Right, as far as your crew, yeah, we know there's a lot of MCs out there in Brooklyn. There's a lot of dudes coming out from all over New York. So props to all the MCs, young MCs coming out of New York. Right. So this was a few years ago. Now, from what I understand happened is that, you know, once the crew was all in place, something happened with you and you went on a little vacation.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So for those who don't know, a little vacation means that you did a little time, you went away, you know, you got caught up, got jammed up basically.
Yeah, fact. Right.
All right. Now, that was a few years ago, and after that, Bobby pops, and, you know, he gets his deal, and it's on. So you locked up right now, so you looking at the whole situation, you like it's on and popping right now, right?
Fact. Right.
That's what's up. And then you come home and it's all love and everything is good. And the next thing we know, like, you know, you're on there. Shout out to Roddy Rebel, who's also right now also, you know, doing his vacation stint. So, you know, and I remember seeing you on the Sway show and you getting the opportunity to go on there and you killed it.
Fact.
And that kind of started getting you going a little bit now, and opened up some doors for you, right?
Yeah, doors was already open for me anywhere, you know.
Oh, it was already, okay.
Bobby,
Okay.
the little bro, you know, and I put it together, so it was only right.
Okay, cool. All right, so when we seen you out there, you've been killing it now with mixtapes, and everything. So now, for somebody who's never heard your music, what would you describe your style?
I mean, it's trap soul all the way, man.
Is what?
It's trap soul.
Trap soul all the way.
All the way.
That's what's up. So you represent in New York with the trap soul. You know, the thing I like about you as an artist is that you really into the whole song structure, the hooks, you know, making sure you definitely into that, and that's something that a lot of artists don't have. Like, you know, we meet a lot of artists and they can spit a high 16 or battle rap and stuff like that, but they don't really understand how to, you know, make that hook, that chorus, that really catchy.
Yeah, stick to the concept of the whole song, because you hear a lot of, you know, they do what they do, man. It works for them, I guess.
Nah, of course, man. They, you know, you really try to paint that picture. Who was some of your influences coming up with that?
In the beginning, like, it was G-Unit 50, you know, because he was singing on a lot of hooks and shit. Cause, you know, in the beginning, that style, that's where I kind of like captured the style, singing on the hooks.
That's facts. I got Alex Babb, who's also from Brooklyn, comedian in the house. He started laughing. I know why he's laughing. He's probably thinking like 50 singing because he got a job for doing some of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of. But listen, man, he was I always say timing is everything. You know what I'm saying? It's not always what you do, but it's basically, you know, the timing.
When you do it, yeah.
And when you basically do it. You know, I go back to even before that. I go to like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like everybody talks about trap soul now, but Bone Thugs and Harmony was doing a lot of that stuff as far as that soulful sound and kind of singing and spitting and stuff like that.
Yeah, harmonizing all different melodies.
And harmonizing, you know what I'm saying? Well, Andre was doing it, but not as much with the kind of like the melodies of the, you know, the soulful sounds, but you know, we can give them some props for that as well. So, you know, just let everybody know right now, because now, you know, you still will always be GS9, and we know there's some, you know, some issues there. I'm not gonna really delve into that because it's all about you right now. But you kind of moved on, and now you tell everybody what's the brand that you're representing right now. What's that about?
The brand I'm representing right now is TTG, man. Taking the Globe, man. It's my own, you know, label that I'm running with right now.
Taking it global.
Say that again?
You said taking it global.
Taking the Globe. Taking the Globe. Yeah, TTG.
Okay, that's what's up. And you got some artists that, so you going totally independent right now, or what's going on?
I mean, yeah, right now I'm going independent, but you know, whoever want to work with us, you know.
Facts.
Every major label feel like they want to, you know, bring TTG under, we willing to work it out.
All right, facts. So now for somebody that's listening to this, say, okay, I want to go check out his music right now. Where would they go? Tell them what's your the mixtape you got out right now that you're promoting.
It's on YouTube. It's on Spin Real. I got like 4 mixtapes on Spin Real. That's where most of my music is at.
Okay. And tell them
the last mixtape I dropped is Mastermind. That's on Spin Real.
That's the Mastermind one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one. Now you just put out a new video.
Facts.
Okay. What's with that song? That's on the mixtape?
Yeah, that's on the mixtape.
All right, tell them the title.
Got It On Deck.
Got It On Deck. You just put that out this week.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. What's that song about? And who's featured on that?
It's me all the way, but it's a feature with Vinny Styles, you know, the clothing store.
Okay.
Shout out to Vinny Styles and for that too.
Facts.
It's just a collab with me and them.
Okay. And do you got another joint coming out?
Huh?
And then you got something else that you're working on right now that's coming out with the team, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna drop this mixtape Bully Town first, and then I'm gonna drop the Who Is TTG mixtape right after that.
Okay, so is Bully Town gonna be a continuation of what you already put down for Masterminds, or is it gonna be a little different?
Nah, Bully Town is like more of me showing the rapping side of me, you know, more like.
Yeah, because one of the things. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because one of the things that I seen that between, you know, some people, like you have that such a soulful sound, but we all know that you know you spit. See, the thing with you is you spit that real shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got it with the singing and the melody a little bit. But a lot of your fans also want to see more of that, you know, just straight up, you know, spitting. So is that what we're gonna get with Bully Town?
Facts.
Okay, that's what's up. So you gave him a little.
You know, I'm never gonna leave the harmonizing and singing alone, so it's gonna be a little bit of that on it. But when majority is for you to see that the lyrical side of me.
You want everybody to focus more on that lyrical content that you got.
Yeah, just to show them that I'll do it all, man. I just I know where the money at, so that's why I'm in my trap soul mind state right now. But
yeah, because you want to be big with it, man. You want to get them hits played on every radio station.
Word, fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely what it is. So how many artists do you have that is rolling with you right now?
It's about six or seven of them. Corey Finesse, Cool Dre, Capo Cash, Dollar Jackson, Kev Finesse, Jay Pusher.
Okay. Are we gonna have some of them also on Bully Time?
Nah. Who is TTG? That's like me introducing everybody.
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
I said, nah. The Bully Time is all me, but the Who is TTG is gonna be a mixtape of me, like introducing all of them.
Okay. Alright, that's what's up, man. So listen, man, we definitely appreciate you calling up, man. I already told you I'm a fan of the whole movement. And when we was talking earlier this week, man, I was like, wow, man, when I first, really got on to you guys, I looked at you guys as the next crew coming up, almost like the Wu-Tang, and then you had the ASAP Marvy. I was going to be able to be that crew with all different kind of all different styles that was going to come up and do y'all thing together. Do you ever think that y'all will still be able in the future to make some music together and kind of give that vibe that the fans was all looking for?
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't got no bad blood for nobody. I'm still wondering what's our situation at the end of the day. I'm just gonna wait. If he ever reach out, he reach out.
Yeah, facts, man.
So at the end, that's all on him. That's all on how he feels.
Well, being from the hood, man, there's always going to be some kind of miscommunications and things that happen, especially when people...
Plus, it happened overnight, so a lot of people and everybody, you know how that thing goes. You know how this thing goes, man.
That's facts, man, because, right, because everybody is crew, but then everybody got another crew that's just with them, and you never know sometimes what people are saying in other people's ears, man, and we just hope, you guys are young, man. I've been through this, man, through the 80s and different crews and different things, man. And, most of the time, as long as it ain't nothing with nobody, family or nothing that's real, what we say real beef is.
Yeah, that's how I look at it, though.
Things can always get worked out.
They're young, so, they're going to go through what they're going to go through. I was in that situation before. I was there before, so I try to understand where you're coming from.
Right, facts. Facts. That was the other thing I meant to mention too, because you're a little bit older than most of the people. Like you just was, like a little bit more older than the rest of them. Not that much, but a little bit more. So you probably do have a different perspective on some of these things.
Yeah, I do. That's a fact. I have to. We all can't get in there.
All right. Well, I definitely love to see that. And hopefully, everybody will come home cool and, everybody could, go up together. But,
word, man. 3 to 9 all the time, man.
Yo, word. I'm gonna be out there too soon. Maybe this week or the next week, man. We're gonna chop it up. I already told you I got some joints. I sent you something already. So, we'll see if we can get some work in as well. But let everybody know where they can hit you up, Instagram, Twitter, and everything, man.
Yeah, my Instagram is I am Abillyon. I am _Abillyon. On Facebook, Abillyon TTG. That's about it. No Twitter right now.
All right, cool. And then we already said where you can find everybody on YouTube. Your mixtape is on YouTube. And you said Bully Time is gonna be out when?
I ain't got an official date for it yet, but it's soon before the summer.
You're working out so we can hear some of that Brooklyn shit. All right, cool, dog. Yo, enjoy the rest of your day, man. We'll be up and we'll be in contact, all right?
All right, good looking, bro.
All right, peace. Once again, y'all, that was Abillyon representing from Brooklyn. He's got some good hot music, man. He's ready, man. I've been hearing a lot of his music, and y'all definitely make sure y'all check it out and check out that new video on YouTube. He's definitely got some heat for y'all. But once again, this is Pokaface Radio, #facts. Shout out to anybody watching me live, listening to me live in the whole nine. We do have the whole crew that, you know, I already told them they gotta respect my name. You understand? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. Yo, Alex, yo, I know you've been in places I was gonna roll up on you. You know,
you seen him at a couple of places.
I seen, you know, I know you was at,
but you ain't think that was
Caroline.
You
know what I'm
take
saying?
your glasses off and
but
look
I
him
ain't
in the
want to do
eye.
no bitch shit.
Take your
I was
glasses
gonna
off
roll
and
up
look him
on
in
you.
the
I felt
eye.
like
You know
that
what I'm
was
saying?
gangster.
Take my y'all know where we going with this. So,
oh man, we're
again,
about to have somebody call in real quick, P.O.P. But
okay, yeah, we got people calling in. Just so y'all know, man, our show is popping. Everybody, we got people from all over the world that's tuned into our show now for our What's Popping in Your City. Right now, we're gonna take another caller. Is caller there?
Hello?
Tweez, the swaggy guy. How y'all
Tweez, the swaggy god. What's up, baby?
Tweez, what's good, baby?
Man, what's good, man? I'm just happy to be on air with y'all, man.
Welcome to Pokaface Radio, #facts. What's up?
Ain't nothing, man. Enjoying this beautiful day, man. I'm out here in Baltimore right now.
Baltimore, what's popping in Baltimore right
Exactly.
now? What's popping in Baltimore? Is the cops killing anybody?
Man, you hear sirens every 5 minutes, man.
Okay.
Siren.
So, Tweez, I was talking to you a couple of nights ago, and you was telling me a little bit about your music and your movement. So, just let the people in New York know who you are and what it is that Tweez, the swaggy god, does. What is it that you do, and what you about, baby?
Well, I go by Tweez, the swaggy guy. I'm originally from Baltimore. I'm living out of Miami right now. But I travel a lot. I have a movement called Posh Living, Posh Living Entertainment, which is basically, it's a movement, it's a lifestyle, it's a mindset. Basically what it means is, I'm from Baltimore. I came from nothing. I grew up in a lot of poverty. I was, I ain't had my mom. I ain't had my pops in my life at all. I grew up in the streets in Baltimore.
Right.
And what it is just basically, it makes you go from nothing to something.
Right.
What I was inspired by, I got it from Italy. It was about a group of people in Italy who was all on the other side of the bridge, where it was a lot of crime, a lot of poverty going on. It was the poor side, and to get to the other side, where it was a better lifestyle of living, it wasn't going to take one person. It had to be a whole group of people, a whole group of collective others,
right,
all work together to get over that bridge to reach the other side, so that way they can live better. And that's just kind of how it is for me, with me and my team and my fans and everybody that believes in me.
Right.
We Posh Living. We want to live that better lifestyle, and that's why we call ourselves the Posh Gang.
So Posh Living is really a way of life. That's a way of life, then.
Say that one more time.
I said Posh Living, that's a way of life. That's not just a movement, but it's a way of life. That's like a mindset for you and your crew, right?
Exactly.
I like it a lot. Yeah. Hey, Tweez, tell us about, listen, you've been burning it up a little bit in New York. You're being real modest right now. You got that single called...
Tell them what's good, son.
Throw it back, right?
Man, listen, man. I got a single called Throw It Back, man. It's produced by the Morris Brothers. The Morris Brothers produced a lot of records for, he actually had that record for Gunplay, that Bible on the Dash. He produced that record.
Wait, say that part again, Tweez. We can't hear you. You said you got who with Gunplay what?
My producer, Morris Brothers. He actually produced that record for Gunplay, Bible on the Dash. He's the one that produced my record, Throw It Back.
Okay,
them got
all
a
right.
lot of good music together. Yeah, that's one of my core producers, and that we created a wave together, and we got good chemistry when it comes to making records.
Okay.
But yeah, man, the record is definitely taking wave in New York. I've been getting nothing but great feedback. Everybody that's been hearing it, they loving the record. Actually been playing in the strip clubs out there, and subliminally we've been playing it. We ain't been going hard with it, but we've been watching the reaction of people when the song come on, and people start dancing even more when that song come on without them even knowing it. Like girls will.
Yo, you gotta send us that. You gotta send us that single, because we like to turn up in the studio a little bit.
Yeah, I got you. I'm telling you, I should have had it to you before, I did this interview, so you could have dropped that right after I got out.
That's what I'm saying to you. I told you on Friday to send it to me. I told you that.
Oh man, see, my fault. That's my bad.
It's all good. You was doing something real important this weekend. You was doing something real important this weekend, and it's all good. But you gotta promise me on air that you're gonna come into the studio so you can sit with me and my co-host, so we can really get to know you and make sure that this New York studio knows you, who you are, what you do. But before we get out of here, because we got a lot of stuff to cover today, can you tell us a little bit about the temperature of Baltimore and also what it's like to be a musician in Miami as well?
You said the temperature in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Like the weather?
No, like the temperature, like what's going on, how people feeling about like after the Freddie Gray verdict and stuff like that, like the temperature of the people.
Listen, Baltimore is a crazy city, but I love my city.
Yeah.
But
you rep for your city.
It's still a lot of negative energy in the air, and this is a place where it's really hard to get a collective, a lot of people to help you and push you forward.
Right.
Because it's sad to say, but that's how it is. You know what I mean? And for this city to really get to where it needs to be, it's not going to just take one person. It's not going to take a group of people. It's going to take a collective of neighborhoods and like the whole city to really come together to really make a change. But that's not going to happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in one day.
Right.
But it's still people here that's trying to make a difference and make a change. But it's a process. It's a process, and that's what it's about. Progression is key to success. As long as we get better and we continue to try to, do the best that we possibly can, that's all that matters.
All right.
And, music in Miami is Miami. You know how Miami is. What happened in Miami stays in Miami, just like Vegas.
Miami is fast-paced, crazy.
It's fast-paced.
The home of the manufactured bodies.
Yep. A lot of beautiful ladies. Once I got there, it was a wrap. I was not going nowhere else. But Miami is Miami. It's a lot of love there. It's a lot of love in the air, and people show me a lot of love there. I can't say it more humbly, because for me not to be such a big artist, but the way people show me love and the respect I get there. It's unexplainable, man. That's my new home. That's why I'm still there, because the way I get treated there and just how it is, the people, the city. I love it.
That and the fact that when they hear your single, throw it back, they throw it back. Is that true?
Oh my God, man! Without you even knowing it, listen. And some people, when they hear, they're like, "Oh my God, what is this?"
Right.
When people hear my music, they ask me like, "You're not signed? You're not with nobody now?" Because everything's about time, and I'm just about to start really pushing out a lot of my music. I got so much music, it's not even funny.
Right.
Like to the point, and it's not BS music. It's really good music. So it's like when you do that, when you have such a diverse and such so many records, it's hard to choose that one record like you want to push. So sometimes you just go off of gut, you just go off feeling, just put out whatever, and it happened to be that broad back record, called Wave.
All right, so what we want to do is we want to catch Waves and find out where we can catch you. So I know you got a couple of shows coming up in New York. Where can we catch you and support you?
I got a show on the 7th. I'm not sure the venue. I'm not going to lie to you off the top. I'm not sure the venue. I'm going to send you the flyer, so you can let them know. Like, Tweez, the Swaggy guy, will be performing here on May 7th. And then I have another show on May 10th. I think that's going to be at Altus Lounge. May
10th at what lounge?
Altus Lounge. I think that's in like Manhattan. I believe it's in or Harlem.
Office Lounge?
That area. Yeah, Altus Lounge.
All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to send me the information so we can get it out to the people. Anything else you want people to know about you and the movement, Posh Living?
I will make sure everybody go follow me on my network. Go follow my IG at TDSG Official, TDSG Official, or just type in Tweez the Swaggy God.
Tweez the Swaggy God.
Tweez the Swaggy God. TWEEZ
Swag God.
DA Swaggy.
All right.
Swaggy God.
The Swaggy God.
God.
Tweez the Swaggy God. I met Tweez at a SoundCloud event, so
Tweez,
it's all good,
Tweez,
bro.
As long as you respect my name, we good, bro.
Listen,
I was just playing.
Did you see the Birdman? Did you see what Birdman did to the Breakfast Club, Tweez?
Of course I listen. Who hasn't seen it? I know so many funny. Hey, follow my Snapchat. I actually put stuff up there on my Snapchat. Like, listen, man. I'm telling you, like, you gotta put some respect on it. Whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, put some respect on it.
Playing games, you gotta put some respect on it.
I think I'm playing.
Like that.
Y'all gonna respect my name up in here.
You
Y'all
put
think I'm playing?
Hey, Tweez, put some respect on it.
I got my goons over here. You know what I'm saying?
He done took his glasses off in the studio so we can look him in his eyes.
They ain't get their shirts.
He not threatening. He hot. I know the difference. He not trying to act like he just got tough.
Yo,
He got hot.
man. You know?
Play the video back. He was sweating. He like, yo, I'm a thug.
Word.
That's classic. That's going down in history. That moment right there is going down in history.
For sure. It's going down in history for sure. For sure.
That's what he's supposed to do, especially when he wants to be relevant. So, you know, he's always going to be relevant.
Oh, he got an album coming out or something? That'd be smart if you do.
It's in promotion mode for sure.
It was genius.
Exactly.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that's gonna be all part of Hot Topics, man.
Hey, Tweez, if you tuned into the to tune in after Matrix Studios, you should listen.
Meet and then we chop it up, man. I can't wait to get into the station.
Facts.
All right, Tweez, the Swaggy God. People can follow you on IG at what?
TDSG Official. OFFICIAL.
All right, my boy Tweez, the Swaggy God, new friend of the show. We will see you soon.
Yes,
we got a show coming up May 7th.
Yeah.
Not sure the venue, but at May 10th, it's going to be at what lounge?
Altus Lounge.
Office Lounge?
Altus.
All right.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right, that's what's up. We're going to see you soon. Tweez, the Swaggy God. Altus?
I got you. I'm going to send you that.
Oh,
record
Altus.
so you can let the people hear that. You feel me?
Altus Lounge. We got it.
Text it to us.
All right, peace, homie.
All right, good looking out, Tweez. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, man.
All right.
All right, once again, that was Tweez checking in from Baltimore. What's popping in your city? You know what I'm saying? This is Pokaface Radio, #facts. This is your boy P.O.P. I'm here with the fact checker, Ms. V Boogie Bab. We got Alex Babbitt, and we got King of All White, Zowski up in the building.
Stop calling him that. Every time I come here, y'all keep saying that.
Listen, man, he gonna get a shirt too. Said respect my name. Don't respect it. Respect. So you gotta respect.
You gotta respect. You gotta respect it.
Respect it. You understand what I'm saying? So you know we're gonna get into all of that for Hot Topics coming up soon. You know, I just want to let y'all know, you know, I always, you know, new segment last time we did, the word was breathe, you know, and I talked about, you know, people just breathing and like just, you know, not focusing on, you know, not getting too crazy with anything and just taking a deep breath and just take a deep breath whenever things get too stressed out. The word to this week for me after everything is just, yo, I feel so blessed. So it's really just blessings, and we all got to receive our blessings, you know, all the time. And I really thought about, you know, we're going to talk about, you know, Prince. We actually going to do a tribute to Prince. Everybody's been playing his music. We got a special Pokaface mix tribute that we're going to play that is going to talk about, you know, that's going to play not just Prince songs. We're going to play, because I don't think a lot of people know how many hits Prince wrote for other people.
For so many people.
So we're not going to do all of them, but we're going to do just a mix of some of the hits that he actually wrote for other people, not necessarily, or produced, not necessarily his songs. So we're going to do a mix with that, and then we're going to come back in with Hot Topics. But I just want y'all to know today's, the word is just blessings, man. And I feel blessed because, yeah, he died, but we got to celebrate his life. And not only he died, but also Pearl Washington, China the wrestler.
Yeah.
And, you know, with Prince, I just felt blessed that I lived in a period of time when I was able to see him and Michael Jackson and some of the greats of all time. I felt blessed. And, you know, people say he died so young. Yeah, but, you know, if you a spiritual person, if you love God, then you know that he puts people out here to serve a purpose, and then he takes them when he feels that they've served that purpose. And that's exactly what it was with Prince, man. He did everything that he had to do on this earth. And, you know, hopefully it was no foul play or anything like that. It's still a little mysterious. You know, conspiracy theorists is already out and about.
Exactly.
So we'll talk about that as well. But to me, I keep things real simple, man. I just feel like, you know, just like you look, it's not how long you live. I was talking to a family member of mine. I won't say their name, and I don't really mess with them that much. And they're elder, man. They older. And they was not speaking to another family member, and that family member got sick. And they said some real whack shit to me. They was like, yeah, you sick, and you wasn't doing this and that, and now you sick. Look at you now. And that shit was whack to me, because I was like, you know, at the end of the day, that's not how long you live, but it's what you do in the time that you're here. It's how you live.
It's all about the dash.
You understand what I'm saying? You could live and be on this earth for 30, 40 years and have a bigger impact on people and on this earth than a person who lives for 90, 100 years.
Yep.
So it's not how long you live, but it's what you do while you're here.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So, you know, Prince was 57, right? When
Yep.
he passed at 57. And I just feel blessed that I was able to witness, to me, the most talented musician maybe of all time. I mean, it's arguable, but I mean, you got to show me somebody who was more talented than him. I got a chance to see the greatest entertainer in Michael Jackson, and we're going to talk about all the debates we used to have about them. But to me, it's real simple. He was the most talented. Michael was the greatest entertainer, and I feel blessed. We should all feel blessed to have witnessed that history in the making.
Yep.
So, you know, you got the joint lessons up for me. I want to hear that joint real quick, and then we'll go into the mix. All right. So I just, you know, as a tribute to the word of the day, we're gonna play a little joint for y'all, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna play a mix of Prince's music that Prince has influenced either through music, through writing or producing.
The Matrix Studios Network, coming to you straight out of the Bronx, home of the independent and unsigned. Your voice, your network.
Look. I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed. Straight up.
You know, we already spoke a little bit about him. We're going to start off the hot topics with him, but you know, people don't realize how talented this brother was, and you know, those songs that you just heard was just songs that he, you know, wrote or produced, and you know, he wasn't a vocalist on it. So he made careers for people. He definitely helped a lot of people with careers. So you know, we're gonna get into that. But I also wanted to introduce Kate Deniro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight from Philly. And for those who may remember, you know, he's definitely been a friend of the show. He was here a few months ago, and he was also called in a couple of times, and he always gives, not only is he a talented artist, but he always gives great perspective on stuff. So when he called me up, he said, "Yo, I'm out here in New York." He said, "What's going on this weekend?" I said, "Look," I said, "Why don't you just swing by the show if you're available?" So you know, he was able to come here with a couple of his homies, and you know, he was tuned in earlier. You know, that was it's actually his goons. They weren't mine. That's his crew. But anyway, it's kind of funny that you're here now, because the last time you was a guest on the show, it was all about cuffing season.
Yo, that was a good conversation.
It was a great conversation. We had Abraham and Angie, AK Management. She was here. We broke down cuffing season, and it's so ironic that you're here now, because I was just talking to somebody earlier this week, and I was saying, when is the official date of cuffing season being over? Is it Easter? Is it when it starts getting warmer? Spring? Like, I always look at the official ending as Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, that's probably
whenever Coney Island first opened.
Well, that's Easter. So you say Easter.
Some people start training camp early.
Well, see, that's what I was saying. Training camp of the official, when you gotta start the breakup, to me, maybe it's around Easter.
It's different.
And then if you're still with that person come Memorial Day, you're in a full-blown relationship. You might as well get married. After Christmas.
So weeding people out after.
Everybody got different rules for their franchise.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. But anyway, just fill everybody into what's going on with you, because you put out a couple of things recently. So what's been popping with you, man?
Yeah, well, let me just do an official introduction. You know what I mean? Anybody that's never met me before, I always got to approach it that way. My name is King Deniro, hip-hop hero, doing positive things like positive brain.
Thanks.
You know, I'm doing a lot of things, man. I'm out here with my guys from Tweez right now. You know, I'm in this Philly during the weekend. I come back from Tweez, so it's just beautiful to travel like that. But you know, honestly, we're just working on a lot of music right now. I literally just put out a song yesterday called Black Currency. You know, kind of talking about the whole $20 bill controversy.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. You know,
one of the hot topics.
Yeah, man. And I stepped back into the studio and kind of produced that one myself. But I'm here with O.P. Visions and Chris, the architect. Those two guys were always working with me. They're artists from Queens.
These are two good guys over here.
Yeah, stand here, right here, man.
Okay.
These guys, they do production, they write music, they photography, video, everything. So right now, our biggest focus is just trying to work with the people around us, man, because that's the big thing that we all need to do. Really use everybody that's around you. There's so many walls built up, like they're really invisible.
And Philly's definitely popping, man. I mean, we had a stripper here that was from Philly. You know what I'm saying? She's actually in Vivo. I spoke to her earlier this week. She's actually in Vivo. She wanted to call in today.
She ruined it for me.
Oh yeah.
She was like, they be farting on dudes.
Right, you know what's funny though? Let me show you this text real quick because you're gonna find this hysterical. So we were texting with each other. We're gonna hold on, I gotta show you this text and you're gonna find this hysterical. Anyway, we're also here with Alex Babbitt, who hasn't been on the show. He's a recurring, he's been here so many times. But just let everybody know what's been going on with you since the last. I think that might have been the last show you was here.
Yeah, I think so, man. She scared you. You was traumatized. I came eager. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a stripper. I thought it was gonna be Latin dancing. None of that happened. Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Nah, it wasn't that type of party. It wasn't the party I wanted. But
just read that real quick. That was the text.
Oh, that's gross.
And then she said, oh, I did last night.
Oh, she I don't even. What did it say?
She was telling me she was in Bigmore. I said, okay, get that money, just don't pass gas on nobody. Oh, yeah. And she said, LOL, I did last night.
So that's a regular thing.
For her, at least, I don't know.
She might just be nasty.
That's a lactose.
Well, we don't know. Anyway,
I've been good. I've been starting to travel a little bit, starting to, really perform in a lot more clubs around the city, things like that. Let's see, what do I have? I got some shows coming up. I'll be at like Broadway Comedy Club this week. I just got a bunch of comedy clubs. That's why I'm gonna roll on you. Oh, my name.
So anyway, let's roll into hot topics. There's a lot of things going on.
Let's get into it.
We already kind of started talking about, Prince passing away. And, we being, well, some of us being a little bit older, you guys are a little bit younger, so we kind of already know what Prince meant to us. But you guys being, from a younger generation, maybe didn't really get a chance to see him at the height of his, popularity. You guys kind of understand and you still appreciate his music. Like, we start off with you, Kate, because you're a musician or you're in the music.
I mean, definitely sonically, like, as soon as the Prince record comes on, you just want to move.
Right.
It feels good. It feels good music. Obviously I wasn't really grown in that time, but my recollection of him is he's somebody that kind of just motivated people to just be free. To just be themselves and just do what they wanted to do. So it's really just inspirational to hear a person like that actually touch the entire world. And, he was more than just a singer. He played actual instruments. He composed for other people. He wrote for other people. So it's just amazing when you're in this time to look back on stuff like that. Like, nothing is new. Like, they've been doing it. They've been innovating and amazing music. You gotta study this. You just out here studying on Michael Jackson. Okay. And it's just like, it's crazy. Right. It's so hard to comprehend what those guys are doing.
Were you ever, at least from your life, were you a Prince fan? Like, were you just going down to his music and everything?
No, I think I've always just known of him. Like, what just happened, like, from my family. Like, for example, with him passing, like, my mother called me instantly. I found it from my mother.
Right.
My mother was like, you know what happened? And that's how I found it.
You understand this?
For a lot of us, I put it out on Facebook, like, for a lot of people who lived during, like I said, the height of his career, like, he broke family members. You know what I'm saying? That's how much people felt his music and stuff like that.
Like, my brother's grandmother was in tears. Real tears.
Sure.
People were really bad.
Listen, I had family members call me and ask me, like, are you sitting down? Because I was a Prince, had locked myself in the room and just listening to nothing but Prince. Like, all of that.
That music can touch people with that.
Absolutely. What about you?
Well, when I was into music a little bit heavier, like I got into, what was the song? Doves Cry. Doves Cry.
Old school.
Yeah, old school. You got everything. And I was singing and stuff like that, and I had to learn to cry, and it was just like I didn't know nothing about him, so I did some research, and like Prince is dope. Yeah. Just like you can take so much like lessons from him. Like one, he always tried to own his own music. Always. Yeah. He produced his own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. Instruments for days. Yeah. He composed everything. Yeah. Band leader. And it was always him. He had a band. What was it? When he couldn't get rights to the name Prince, he became the artist formerly known as Prince. That's the flyest. Yes. And it's just like it's so much that you could just take from him as an artist. Like I look at him from that standpoint. Like I didn't grow up with his music, but as an artist, when you do your research, it's like, oh snap, you can do that. Like it's like when artists say you have to be signed to be successful. Like that. He's a prime example of he was ahead of his time. Yeah, you can just be dope and people will mess with you.
Exactly. So yeah, he went totally, changed his name, went totally independent. And you know, my thing was not only, you know, I wrote down, I said, you know, there's good, there's great, there's special, there's genius, and then there's people like Prince. And what made him on a whole nother level is because not only was he like, he just talked a lot about him as far as how dope he was. For him to be as humble as he was, he's still like a regular dude to a large extent. He did a lot of things, charitable things that he didn't even attach his name to. He did not. You know, I read a lot of things. Yeah, he donated like phenomenal millions to different groups. You never hear about him. He's a phenomenal individual all the way around. You know, that's why I said, you know, at the end of the day, you know, God has his people that he puts out here for a reason. And you know, sometimes he takes them, you know, when they serve their purpose. And maybe he felt like, you know, him leaving Earth was important for people to go back to what he meant and people to focus on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a crazy time right now. Right. And so R.I.P. to Prince, and his music definitely live on. Will totally live on. And the funny thing with Prince now is that a lot of people went online and they tried to find his music, and what I didn't realize was Tidal has all his music.
That was a deal done shortly before.
This was an interesting week for Tidal because
they've been struggling, right?
Well, you know, what were some of the things that happened with Tidal?
So yeah, it's been an interesting week. So they had a down week in that Rihanna told me like, look, I only sold 460,000 copies on Tidal. Go get my album every day. He shaded Tidal. Kanye West is also a part of the
Tidal. 460,000.
460,000 on Tidal only. So she's like, you know, I guess as a shareholder, she was like, she sold as much as she could be. So she tweeted, buy my album everywhere. You know, where did you get it? And then Kanye West is facing a lawsuit from a fan who said, the reason for my lawsuit is, you told me I could only get your album on Tidal, The Life of Pablo. Right. So he was forced to purchase a subscription to Tidal. He got that subscription to find out 2 weeks later I can get this on iTunes, I can get it on. I heard it on Spotify myself. Yeah. Right, but you didn't see somebody for, like I said that some place you can get it, but I didn't force you to do it. So I reach out to one of my legal people to see if he has any merit with that. I don't think you know what I think it is? I think it's the fact that people thought the exclusivity pack.
Yeah.
And that's not exclusive.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of what people pay for. Because remember, a few months ago, we recorded on the fact that Tidal, the difference between them is that you've got exclusive access to concert tickets before everybody else. You get these personal concerts with people. So Tidal is supposed to be not just a streaming service, but the exclusivity factor that you can't.
That's what I thought. I thought this stuff was only supposed to be available on Tidal.
Well, the subscribers did go up when Kanye.
Yes, it did.
You know, it did go up. So I mean, the marketing plan is working, and once whatever Jay music or Beyonce is going to drop, it's going to just take it to a whole other level.
Well, Prince did that this week.
And I was about to say, well, that's the whole thing. That's why I kind of all tied into conspiracy theory.
I knew
that was going to come. I knew that was going to come. They took out Prince. Yeah. That's going to be the next thing. Jay-Z took out Prince.
Well, not Jay-Z.
Listen, I heard people when Biggie first died, it was like, oh, the Jay-Z, so he could be like, Jay-Z.
Blood sacrifice. Stop. You don't want to get into the blood sacrifice right now.
Yeah.
I got so much.
Yeah, you was like, oh, Beyonce paid Chris Brown to do that to Rihanna and all that stuff. So, cause she was getting too big and all that.
That's one I never heard.
You gotta think outside the box. box.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
think
yeah.
outside the box.
But
You know what I
just do a lot of accidents, just whatever you think of. That's
That's it. So it's been a crazy week.
Musically, yeah,
And you know, we've already been playing around with the whole Birdman Power 105 Breakfast Club. I mean, has the Breakfast Club ever been bigger than they are right now? I mean,
You know,
it was really genius.
It helped them out. Yeah, it always did.
I mean, it was really, they're in how many states now? All over. So it's like, as an artist, you have to go there because just going to their show, you're in so many markets right now. And you know, for people who don't know, if you're like sleeping on the rock, like Birdman doesn't do many interviews, and the Breakfast Club has been hard. I can't even say hard on him because he brings up Birdman. He bring a lot.
What did they do to him though?
Well, I'm about to get to that. The bottom line is this: that Birdman has a lot. Some people call him Birdman Sandowski. You know what I'm saying? Sandusky. Birdman Sandusky. Because of some of the things, the whole Little Wayne and the kissing in the mouth and stuff. So, you know, Charlemagne and Breakfast Club, you know, they talk a lot about this stuff. You know, they put it out there. And then on top of that, Trick Daddy was there, I think last year or something, and basically said the same thing, called him out. And then, who was it? Rick Ross was there, I think in November or December, promoting his album, and kind of almost threatened Birdman, said, you know what it is, I don't like him, basically, I'm in Florida, you know what time it is with me.
Well, that's why Charlemagne had
Exactly. All this was said.
Trick Daddy.
Exactly. So for those who didn't hear, I'm going to try to play for y'all right now. Can you get that played?
Yeah, find that audio.
While I'm here, what's happening?
I'm all good, but I'm saying, why come here just to curse us
what's
up?
happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you on your man and your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hear you, my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
I mean, it's all good, but I'm saying
You finished or done?
That's the same option.
Yeah.
Same damn option.
That whole thing was funny on so many levels.
What about her notes?
The memes have been off the hook since then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just been crazy, and it's kind of crazy because you kind of proved almost everything that they were saying about you in that one interview. You're a big dog. You're a businessman. You're supposed to do this interview.
You got time for this?
And like you come on there to try to intimidate some radio people in a corporate environment. You know how I know you ain't doing nothing because all your goons got their gold chains on and all of that. Ain't nobody scrapping in there.
Listen.
And it's like, oh, you did all that for what? From what I understand, he's already called and apologized and said he'd come back up, and they said we're good.
No thanks.
You know.
And if anything should happen to me, I would ask you to refer to this interview.
Gonna happen.
Y'all finished or
That's what I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
You finished or you done?
Oh, it's just funny on some.
That's the new thing.
That's how you should end phone calls. Hey, you finished or you done?
Yeah.
The ending or the finale?
Yeah. It was really just comical, and it's just gonna continue. It's just gonna continue. But also, he was on Angie's show as well, but he talked a lot about his life, a lot of things a lot of people didn't know about him being like basically an orphan.
Yeah, 10 things that you don't know about Birdman.
And stuff like that. So he might be in pain. Like he might be going through a lot of stuff. He's been. It's almost like y'all watch what's that, Empire, and how this guy Lucius went back in time and he's been exploring his past,
right?
Which turned out to be a lie. So you know, it almost seemed like Birdman's time.
Oh, his name not
thing.
Birdman?
Yeah, you never know.
Blew my mind.
So you never know.
What a surprise!
But it's been a crazy week for hip hop, and then we came to find out that there's some stuff going on with African Bambaataa. Can Zach, you break that down?
Yeah. This one here is a doozy.
Yeah.
So I don't, if you don't know, I'll give you a quick rundown and the quick facts. Africa Bambaataa has been accused of he has some rape allegations going on against him from a gentleman by the name of Ronald Savage, also known as Beat Stinger. So Ronald Savage is a gentleman who is 50 years old. Africa Bambaataa is 59. And Africa Bambaataa was basically accused of fondling and molestation. This is not the first time that any of these allegations have come about. Africa Bambaataa. So the story goes, the gentleman Ronald Savage was like a crate boy, like the kind of like when you dig in the crates and you bring the albums out for the jams in the park. He would be like in the DJ equipment. So he was like one of the guys who would bring Africa Bambaata's like crates out and stuff like that. Bambaataa apparently got him in a room, according to Mr. Savage, and showed him some Polaroids. So that tells you how long this far back the story goes. Of nudes and things of that nature, and basically had his way with him a few times. Ronald Savage said that this has damaged him as a person, but he never came out about it until years later to his wife, his ex-wife, his mother, and some ex-girlfriends. So there have been some rumblings, in case you guys don't know, about Bambaataa having had some tamperings with boys before, but it never caught traction. The reason that this particular thing has caught traction is because Ronald Savage wrote a book about it in 2014. The book was called, I'm gonna get the book for you, but basically he reached out to Star. If you guys don't know Star from Star and Book Wild, was on Hot 97 and then Power 105. He now has an online radio show. So Star directed him to some contacts at the Daily News. The Daily News is a mainstream media vehicle. They checked the story. They reached out they went and dug through some court papers and found out that he had actually been in therapy for a few years about this. So this is not something that he's just came up with.
Sensational.
It's not sensationalized. He self-published his book back in 2014, but also Ronald Savage is not looking for monetary compensation. He wants to have the statute of limitations raised for rape victims. So that means that in New York State, if you guys don't know, if you do not bring any accusations against your molester or the person who's done anything to you by the time of your 23rd birthday, that's it for you. So he wants to get the statute of limitations raised.
It's just a weird story, because at the end of the day, I think that for most people, for like the younger generation, I don't think they really care about it.
Or even know who he is.
I think the people who really care about this is definitely the people in the hip hop community. And I don't think they know how to respond, because I haven't really heard a lot of people kind of talk about it in length. They kind of mentioned whatever's going on with African Bambaataa.
Lord Jamar was on Star's show. He didn't speak about, he spoke around it, but what he did say is like, I don't know B. Stinger to be a dishonest person.
Well, here's again. So nobody's so nobody's really talking about it. What I found was interesting is that I was listening to Drink Champs, which is for those of you out there who've never heard. Noriega has a very, very entertaining podcast called Drink Champs that he just started. And what he does is he gets all these guys who've been rappers and get them drunk. And he had KRS-One on there, and he asked KRS-One about it, and he kind of said the same way I feel. Like, he doesn't really know how he should feel about it, and he had the teacher on there too. And I think we have KRS-One's response to it. So this is what KRS-One basically said.
You being our father, whatever you say, I have to move accordance to it.
Well, first of all, controversy is not truth. What you want is truth right now. You want truth. But truth is also not information. It's not gossip. It's not even conversation. For me, if you keep it hip-hop, nothing could be taken away from Africa Bambaata's contribution. Nothing. Just keep it hip-hop. But if you want to dig into dude's personal life and accusations that's being made and so on, me personally, I don't give a fuck. Personally. Look, if somebody was harmed or whatever was done, whatever, y'all deal with that shit. What? Deal with it. That don't stop hip-hop. That don't stop what you did for hip-hop. The legacy. Don't take away none of it. History's history. But deal with that. That's personal. I don't even know what to say.
As far as hip hop is concerned, we're not going to take anything away from him. They're like almost separating the two. Like
personal nature.
What he did for hip hop takes nothing away from what he did as being one of the founding fathers, the Godfather. If you listen to the whole interview, the way Noriega came into it was basically talking about Kool Herc being the father of hip hop or what have you, and then he kind of segued into that. So it takes nothing away from that. But they're like,
you know what, we're gonna just let him handle that on his own. We're still gonna honor him as far as being one of the founders of hip hop.
Okay.
And then whatever he was doing on the outside is his business.
No, nobody want to see that. Kevin?
Whatever his real name is when he's on court,
Kevin,
that's what he's got to deal with.
Listen, K, nobody want to touch the real shit.
They don't really want to touch that. Nobody wants to touch it.
What KRS be saying is true, so I mean, just let that go.
Right. So you know, it was real interesting for me, and I'm happy that because Noriega, you know, he said the same thing. He didn't really know. He was like, how should hip hop deal with this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so you go to the elders.
But does hip hop have to deal with it? Or does Bambaataa have to deal with it?
Well, that's what KRS-One was basically saying. Like whatever it is. But you know, hip hop is supposed to speak for the people. You know what I'm saying? We address things with each other. I mean, we talk about they drop lines in politics and stuff like that. But now it's one of your own.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I think when hip hop speaks to the people, it's not like that specific person. It's always been like
the masses.
wide, the masses. So it's like if there's struggle in the community, hip hop talks like that.
Right.
But it's never like when it gets personal like this. He's
like
right.
Support of a victim. Like if someone's been victimized, how is it that we all like I don't want to touch that? Like to me, I'm speaking for myself. I don't respect that. Like if you're gonna speak for the masses when it's about elevating us, I feel like you should be brave enough to speak for the masses if somebody's been victimized. I understand it's a hard thing.
This is, huge. I mean, he was part of a huge.
It hasn't been.
It hasn't been proven. It hasn't been proven yet. So
how can you?
And I
really
think that's
prove
the other
that,
thing.
though?
A lot of people are kind of waiting to see. You know what?
You need more details. You can't just go off because your emotion will be like, yo, that's evil. That's just based off emotion.
Yeah, I
There's
agree
no
with
fact.
you on that. I agree with you on that. But the thing with these kind of things is, especially when you're talking about a man
it's rough.
doing that, making that sort of accusation, it's harder for men than it is for women.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm sitting in a room full of men right now. I feel like there is less support for you guys than it is for me if I need to make that sort of accusation. And I feel like hip hop is like, nigga, keep it to yourself, nigga, just, shh. And I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I mean, I think KRS said it perfectly. I mean, it's definitely nothing that should be condoned at all.
Right.
But as far as just don't knock him down as a hip hop figure, that's it.
But those two things have nothing to do with each other.
Well,
like what
what
you're doing in a professional life is not. But however, if you are using your professional status to prey on people, y'all gotta look at that from there's two different ways to look at it. There's three different things to look at with it. You can look at it your way, her way, or you can look at it the 360 way. And you cannot look at things like, yo, it's cool, but if everybody's looking at you as you the big bruh during the time when the Bronx was burning, you understand, in the 70s and the 80s, and you had gone to Africa. Yo, Zowski, you said something a few months ago that resonated with me, and I still remember to this day. It seemed like the most wholesome or the most conscious that is, that is the time or the people that are easiest to like prey on people.
No, it seems like pedophiles put themselves in positions where they're like role models or support figures.
Right.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's like.
Look at Jerry Sandusky. He started a non-profit. He was a fucking prick.
Yeah.
He preyed on people. Anyway, I ain't trying to. I'm not exactly Cosby. I'm not Catholic priest, but I'm not trying to throw it out.
Right.
You got other topics to get to.
Yeah, exactly. So, the next one, which was a huge story as well, which we kind of already mentioned a little bit, was Harriet Tubman being on a $20 bill.
Give me $20.
So you say you have a song that you dedicated to that?
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
The song is called Black Currency, and I was basically just giving my perspective on it. And my perspective, like it is on a lot of things, is always half and half. Like there's the one part where it's like, great, we're gonna have. So people that hate it, you gotta look at it anyway. Right. But then on the other end, it's kind of like, I know damn well she would not want to be on no damn currency, and that's. Right. What he said. But I mean, I think the biggest thing is like, it's not even so much about who's on the money. It's still the same problem. How we gonna get the money? Like, that's what I really want to. That's what I want to talk about. So I took the song through a couple things. I mean, it's definitely like it got a nice bounce to it. To kind of get across what I'm trying to say. But I just think it's too tiered, and I kind of look at a lot of things as yin and yang, good and bad. Nothing is ever 100% good or 100% bad. So I'm kind of talking about like, let's celebrate. That's great, but at the same time, why does that really happen?
Alex,
that's kind of the perspective. I would want all Tubman.
Watch. ATM's gonna start giving out 10s everywhere. Like,
give me them tubs.
They're like, yo, I'm gonna trade these tubs in. I'm just like he said. I'm just wondering. This came like who who like argued for that? Who was
Well,
like?
it was like
in the works for a while.
This has been in the works for a while. If you're looking at the obscure media, this
Mm-hmm.
has been a discussion for the entire latter part of 2014, where they were taking votes on which women should be. She's the
Talking
first,
to the mic.
she's the first female person since Susan B. Anthony to be placed on any current.
Yeah.
So obviously, as a woman, I'm looking at it from a completely different standpoint.
It's empowering.
It's empowering. Nigga, I'm on money.
Money, right? That's the
Pull
one. That's
my
the one.
Tubmans
Right.
out.
That's the one feeling about
Get
it.
my Tubmans.
You can't deny that.
I'm
feeling.
gonna pay you in all Tubmans.
Right. You kind of want to feel like that. You know?
Yeah, I think it
you,
also has
you
to
want
do
to
with
feel like that.
Andrew Jackson
Forget him.
had a lot of
I'ma give you
negative
$5,000.
things.
Well, that was the other
That's
thing.
the thing. So
Originally,
they wanted him off the bill. too,
well,
though.
originally it was supposed to be Madison.
Yes.
And what they're saying is because he has a popular Broadway play now. Then everybody started focusing on Andrew Jackson.
Yes, you're correct.
That's basically
Yeah,
what
I know
happened.
Lynn Miranda.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So
I don't know. It just raises so many different questions. You know, like
But
one,
then-
it's raised a lot of questions. Like, you know, I got one line in there: switching different faces, print enough to stop the soldier fight. So it's like you could just switch money and do all this. Why people ain't got money then? If it's so easy for you to just make it and make a decision and do different things. But like I said, on the same breath, you want to feel like how you said, you know, a black woman is on money. Yeah, what's up? I never seen that before. I want that. I want everything in 20.
Well, I do think
You know?
I do think
You
symbols.
feel like
I
that.
do think symbols mean something.
I'll pay for
You
a
know what I
house
mean?
in 20s.
Yeah, exactly. I do think symbols definitely mean something. The first black person on the currency, you know, happens to be the woman. So that's definitely big.
That's ill in one.
Big props
respect the queens.
for that. But didn't you say something about
Andrew Jackson?
He's gonna
yes.
be on the back. Or
Yes,
something?
Andrew Jackson.
But is that a fact or are they just talking about?
Wait,
it?
that's not cool.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know she mentioned that before.
So when I was doing research for the show, one of the things that they were discussing is that the Federal Reserve's chairman was saying that Andrew Jackson is not being displaced or replaced. He's being displaced to the back of the $20 bill.
So that was the deal they made with the KKK.
No, so what is that?
Slaves.
So that's psychological.
Right.
You got a slave on the front, and then a white dude, he gonna be in a chair or something, just chilling.
But is that a
Your last thing, why is Kelly mad at Michael Strahan?
Kelly's tired at my man Michael Strahan because you know women are crazy. What we talking about?
He just wrapped it up like that.
No, he's not gonna wrap it up like that.
Women are crazy.
She found out that he was leaving the show at the same time that everybody else found out he was leaving the show.
Money and she tight because he ain't whisper something in her ear.
No, she found out when everybody else found out.
She wanted the loving. He said no, so she mad now.
Exactly.
No, you better shake your head.
He was like, yo, it be like that sometimes.
Yeah. You know, we did say cuffing season's over.
No.
He dead it
if
on
I'm on
cuffing
the show
season.
with you and the person who's coming on after us offers me a job and I don't let him know,
we ain't cuffing
and I'm just like, yo, I'm
Kelly.
and somebody tweets at him, yo, you know
over.
Val is on my show next.
It's over. He got his mans in him to do it.
Wow.
Anyway, yo, listen, Pokaface Radio. Hope y'all guys enjoyed the show again. Shout out to all of our guests, Abillyon for GS9. Shout out to him.
Tweez, the guy, the swaggy guy.
Tweez. Shout out to Deniro for coming out.
Yeah.
Friend of the show and showing us some love. And make sure, again, your mixtape is out.
Well, actually, right now I'm just really building up my SoundCloud. We just released a
SoundCloud.
lot of good songs.
So where they find you on SoundCloud?
And IG.
SoundCloud, yeah, IG. Also, SoundCloud.com/IMV_Deniro. And Instagram is just IMV.Deniro. Right now, we're just focusing on a lot of content.
Alright, cool. What you got going on this week?
I'll be at Broadway Comedy Club this Tuesday. What is that? 11 o'clock show. So come through. It's a little late, but
Where's
whatever.
Broadway Comedy Club?
Broadway Comedy Club is on, what is it? 53rd and 7th.
Oh, we were just there.
Yep. So you can check me out there. I'm doing some TV. I should be on the Wendy Williams show. Doing something. I'm filming it this Monday, so I don't know when it's gonna come out.
Nice.
But that'd be cool, you know. So
Okay,
just
cool.
keep watching. Alex Babbitt, y'all know.
Alex Babbitt, make sure y'all hit him up on IG and everything in Pokaface Radio #.
X.
We out.
All right.
Hey, it's your favorite Aussie, Melly Mel. You're listening to DSN The Matrix Studios, the #1 network in